evening. Time is now 1700, 5 p.m. I'm Select Board Chair Tim Templeton, calling our emergency meeting of the Templeton Select Board to order. Monday afternoon, I received a notification through the Town Administrator's Office of a challenge that we were facing over at the 10 Pleasant Street project. It was a significant enough action to warrant calling the emergency meeting. Mr. Zosik is here, can present some of the findings. I met him over there, met the industrial hygienist. We did a walk around and the decision was made. This is the way we need to proceed. So here we are.
Good evening, Mr. Chair and Board and all that are here. So we had to call this emergency meeting. We're trying to beat the deadline at 10 Pleasant Street for June 1st. The demo crew came in Monday and started about 9:30 in the morning. And they started with the garage, and that came down and cleaned up very well. And then we come up with a plan. We were going to start demoing from the rear of the house, so the tallest part of that tower, so say, could fall inwards in a safer zone. He started scratching the rear of the house on the siding, and we ran into the old-fashioned asbestos shingles. I can see how it was easily overlooked by the inspector because the front of the house was stripped down of the wooden clapboard, so you're probably automatically assuming that they just went over the clapboard. That's why I don't think it was found during the inspection.
Speak up, please.
So we called this emergency meeting because this will only delay us a couple of days. Times everything's straightened out and voted on. As Chairman Toss said, the hygienists come out. We went around the house, checked several spots, and he come up with a figure of about 2,500 square feet with the material on it. And if we remove the siding and the shingles, it's going to be cheaper than just calling it what they call hot. So it'll be a hot load, and it has to go to a different location, a lot farther away, and it's about $6,000 a load, estimated about 14 loads. So that would bring us up over 80, 90 grand. And we got a quote of $35,000 to remove the shingles and move forward without being delayed too long to finish it up.
Mr. Chair, if I could jump in for a moment. Stand up.
Nope.
So I do want to thank the chair for calling this emergency meeting because we do have equipment at the site. The chair went down, Bob went down with the hygienist that works on behalf of the town, and this happened, and I think it worked out coincidentally that we had the annual town meeting at 6, so the chair, I deemed it to be an emergency, and we're proceeding forward. This $35,650 for a purchase change order. This would help. This is probably their best option at this point. Keep it on point. The schedule be delayed a little bit by a couple weeks or so because they'll have to send crews out there to have it abated. And once it gets abated, and that abatement goes into a separate load, and the rest of the site, this we can move forward and proceed. So, I know folks in town were optimistic on seeing it come down, but I got to say the delay in doing it right is the most important thing to do for the community. And I want to thank all of you for your support, creating this demolition revolving fund, and proceeding forward to clean up the site. It's certainly something that we need to do. And if we could also, if we do approve this purchase change order, we could also include to approve any associated asbestos testing cost as well. So that's all I have, and if there's any questions, Rita's here as well. Bob Sozik, we were all involved before I even made the phone call to the chair.
And if approved, we will, once we reschedule and get new dates, we will put them out there on the website. We'll do another code red, keep everybody updated on the new schedule.
Mr. Chair, I have a question.
Do we have enough money in the account for this ECO?
We do.
Mr. Chair, question. Does the wording include the, is it final asbestos visual clearance by industrial hygienist? Is that the last step of testing and it is included in the price?
Well, it's excluded from the quote because the hygienist actually works on behalf of the town. So we pay the hygienist bill. That's why that's why this would be included, the purchase change order, but then as well as any bills associated with the
I rolled
testing.
into this one
Correct,
price.
because the hygienist works for the town.
Okay. Thank you for the clarification.
Any further questions? Hearing none, I would entertain a motion.
Mr. Chair,
Go ahead.
I would move to approve the presented proposed change order 2 for asbestos siding with Associated Building Records Incorporated.
Second that motion.
Motion made and seconded. Mr. Vice, could I just suggest we add and any additional associated costs, so we don't have to repeat this exercise?
Yep, as presented, right, so is that the bottom part there, the 1750 square foot, is that the contingency that would take care of what you just said?
That, and then including the bill from the industrial hygienist.
Okay, I amend to include included with the change order 2, the bill for the industrial hygienist.
I amend my second.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussions on the motion on the floor? Second call, any discussions on the motion on the floor? Hearing none, we'll bring it to a vote. Mr. Curry?
Yes.
Mr. Bennett?
Yes.
Ms. Richard?
Yes.
Ms. Griffiths?
Yes.
I vote yes as well. Let the record show it was unanimous at 7:08 p.m. Being that the only item on our agenda, I would entertain
508.
508. I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion on the floor and seconded to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Yes.
I'm in favor as well. Meeting adjourned.